Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'll be doing a loaded sweet potato fries. First, in my heated pan, I'm going to be adding my bacon strips and I'll be cooking that to my liking. And this is how our bacon is looking. Now I'm going to remove them from the pan and chop them up a bit and set them aside for later. I did use the oil from the bacon because I didn't want to waste it. And also, if you do use the oil from the bacon, if your oil has a bit of burnt bacon bits, you would need to use a clean pan and add the oil to it, as I am doing here. And I'm adding my onions and I'm going to cook them a bit just to get them a bit soft, and then I'm going to be removing a few of my onions from the saucepan for later for topping, and then I'm going to be adding some bell pepper to my saucepan to cook for a few minutes. Now that the onion and the bell pepper are cooked just a little bit, I'm going to be adding my ground beef to the pan. My ground beef was still a bit frozen, so I was just letting the pot heat it a bit and then I just scraped it off. And then to that, I'll be adding my garlic paste. I'll also be adding my all-purpose seasoning, my taco seasoning, a bit of paprika, a bit of onion powder, and a bit of Italian seasoning as well. Please use what you are comfortable with cooking with. You don't have to use exactly what I use, but these are just what I use. These were my preference. I will try to leave a full recipe or just the ingredients amount estimated of what I used in the description box, so you do want to check there for any recipes or detail of this video. To my pot, I add about 1.5 cups of water, and I'm adding my Worcestershire sauce, and I'll be covering that and having it sit for maybe about 5 minutes on medium heat. While I'm waiting for my meat to cook, I'm going to get started on my cheese sauce. So here I'm adding my butter, then I'll be adding my carnation milk or evaporated milk. If you do not have this brand, do not worry, use what you have. And I'll be adding my half and half and milk to my pot. While I'm waiting for my milk to get to a boil, I'll be adding my sweet potato fries to my air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, you can fry them as you would in your oil. Have your oil reach at a temperature of about 350, 325, and have them cook for about 15 minutes. But I'm using my air fryer at a temperature of 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'll be having them cook for 22 minutes. Next, I'm going to be adding my shrimp to my ground beef, and I'm just going to mix it in well, and then I'm going to have it basically steam cook because you don't want to overcook it on fire. So I'm just going to combine it in and then cover the pot and have it set aside and cook from it being steamed in the pot. To my saucepan, I have added some paprika, some onion powder, salt, all-purpose seasoning, and the jalapenos, and I'm just going to let that continue on into a boil. Then we're going to be adding our cheese to the sauce. Now you don't want to add too much cheese because you don't want it to become too thick and then your cheese become like a blob. So you want your sauce to have a running consistency because it is going to set afterwards. So in my sauce, I did add sliced cheddar cheese, I add mozzarella cheese, and pepper jack cheese. Those are my cheese of choice. Please use what you like or what you're comfortable with consuming, but these were what I preferred. Now, again, you don't want your cheese or your cheese sauce to become too thick. You still want it to have a running consistency. Also, you need to consistently whisk your sauce. You do not want the cheese to burn at the bottom because then it will be in your sauce. As you can see here, I am gradually still adding cheese to my sauce. And just a quick info how you can tell if your sauce is ready or if you've added enough cheese to your sauce or if your sauce is at the thickest consistency that it needs to be. You can use a wooden spoon or a metal spoon and you can dip it into your sauce, and if it comes off runny or if it's still thick on the spoon, then it is ready. If not and you don't have any more cheese, you can add a bit of milk to your cup and you can add some cornstarch to that cup and you can add it to your sauce, and that is a thickening agent to help thicken your sauce a bit. Now that we have all of the elements complete, we have our sauce, our meat, and our fries, and we have our chopped bacon and our onion, it's time to put everything together. I put my fries at the bottom, then I add my meat, and then I add my sauce, and then I add my bacon and my onions to the top. This is the final look for our loaded sweet potato fries. This is how it's looking. If you guys do try out this recipe, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.